Okay, we are live in Smithtown, New York, and Long Island with America's Vet Dogs and the Guide Foundation for the Blind. And we're catching up with Smudge. He's working on his training. How's he doing?
Smudge is doing great. She is being introduced to the rest of the house, and she's doing really well with her training. She's very active. She's learning how to relieve outside. And today we're going to be introducing the steps to her. It's a little chilly for her to play outside today, so we're just going to do some outside. So what we're going to do for this is I'm going to use a toy. You can see she's pretty active, and I also have some really yummy treats for her. Like I said outside, earlier, at this stage in my life, we always want them to be encouraged, but we never want to force them to do anything, and we want it to be fun and a positive experience. So she's been coming up and down. She's been coming up and down this step right here. So she's used to moving up and down the steps. And so we're going to see if we can move that over to a couple steps at a time. So right now I'm luring her with some kibble. And once she gets this first step, she's going to get it as a reward. Oh! She fell down. So as you can see, Smudge is a really brave puppy. Nothing much faces her, and she's really interested and engaged with her environment, which we absolutely love. We always want a guide dog and a service dog that's interested and engaged and willing and eager to please. So I'm just helping her a little bit. Good girl. Good job. And just to make it fun and comfortable, I'm just keeping her on the steps and making sure that she feels supported. Good job. So coming up the steps is pretty easy for puppies. They can push up with their front end, but coming back down is really scary. So if you think about it, if you were, as small as she is coming down the stairs, it can be a pretty intimidating process. So I'm just letting her figure it out and problem solve. So she's trying to figure out how to get her back legs up. So I'm just going to keep encouraging her. I'm not going to force her to do it. And again, I'm using just a little piece of kibble to keep her interested. And then I'm going to give her that reward once she actually makes it up the steps, which she just did. Good girl. Good job, Smudge. All right, so now we're going to come on to the challenge. I don't want to make it all the way up the steps, because that's a lot, and we don't want her getting too scared or overwhelmed or intimidated. So I'm just going to get her to come down the step and make sure that she feels supported. Let's try that again. Good girl, Smudge. So she doesn't really know how to use her hind end quite yet, going down the stairs. So she's just kind of sliding down. Once she gets down to the steps, she's going to get her piece of kibble. I'm just trying to make sure that she's supported. So in our nursery, they have these tiny baby steps that they can walk up and down. And so they get used to moving their hind end different than their front ends. But steps in a home are so much bigger and a lot more, a lot steeper than our puppy steps that we have in the nursery. So this is something totally new for her. Good girl, Smudge. Good girl.
Laura, she said kibble, not pickle.
Yes, it's kibble. So just dog food. Good girl, Smudge. So now, oh, you fell down. So we're going to try one more time, and then we're going to move on to something else. Puppies have a very short attention span at this age, and I want to keep it fun. I don't want to push her to the point where she isn't having fun learning this skill. Oh, almost there. Come on. You can do it. Come on. So this takes a lot of muscle, especially a lot of core strength, because she has to really pull her whole entire body up. But she's doing a great job. So this is how we start introducing it. Just a couple steps at a time. Lots of kibble, puppy treats, food. Good girl. Good job. And just getting them comfortable on the stairs. So feeding them a couple kibbles at a time. making sure they feel supported. They don't really understand their boundaries yet, so you can see I'm keeping her away from the edge because she would come right over if she wanted to. Oh, just like that. Oh, that's the jackpot. So this time she took the initiative to actually get up without me luring her because she smelled the food. So she's gonna try and make it up herself, and I'm just gonna let her. Come on. You thinking about it? Let's go. One more time. Come on. Good girl.
If you're just tuning in, we are with America's Vet Dogs and the Guide Foundation for the Blind. And we are in Smithtown, New York, in Long Island. And we're hanging out with Smudge, and she is in the process of getting trained to be a guide dog.
So she's getting pretty tired trying to go up the steps. So we're going to go down these 2 steps right here. Oh, that tastes good? Yeah. So we're going to go down these steps, and then we're going to introduce her to something else new. Oh, let's work on some body awareness right here. There we go. So as you can see, she's not really sure about edges, and she doesn't really understand that she can't come down the way that she wants to. Come on. Oh, good job. All right. Here we go. Good girl. Okay, so we're going to let her have a little bit of a play time and just kind of explore around the room. So one of the important things at this age is teaching them not to pick up things around the house. So we have cords hanging around. We're just going to redirect her attention away from those with a toy. Hey. I know, that looks very fun. This is better. So as you can see, she's pretty interested and engaged with her environment. This is one of the first times that she's been in this room, and this is what a lot of our clients' houses look like. They have cords out, and our puppy raisers have things that the dogs can get into. So we really, try to keep it as realistic as possible. Yes, houses need to be puppy-proof, but we also want to make sure that these dogs learn to be well-behaved in an environment that is, not perfect. So the next thing that we're going to be doing with Smudge is introducing our little puppy coat. So all of our puppies, when they go into home socialization, are introduced to this little cape. It stimulates the harness. So we have a little handle right here that's going to lay on her back. This elastic goes on her chest, and then this Velcro strap goes around her belly. So all of our puppies need to be introduced to this pretty early. From the time that they're newborns, we introduce them to having their body handled and touched. Like she's wearing her collar. She's been wearing some sort of collar around her neck since she was born. We get them used to having their paws touched and their belly touched. And so that way they become comfortable with having something on their body. Low body sensitivity is very important with guide dogs and service dogs because they're in public a lot. They're going to get bumped into, and then they're going to be wearing this harness, or they're going to be wearing some sort of vest or cape throughout their life while they're in public because it's an easy way to identify them. So we're going to slide this on. Good job! She's a little interested in it. She's probably going to get a little silly because this is her first time wearing it. So I'm going to make sure that it's fun, and I'm going to be playing with her while she has it on. So she's distracted by the toys and engaged with the toys and me instead of the little handle and harness. As you can see, it really doesn't faze her, but she looks pretty cute wearing it. Come on! So it's important that when they're introduced to new things, we make it really fun for them, that they are enjoying the process, and it's not stressful, it's not a frustrating experience. As you can see, it's not really phasing her at all. Some puppies would be bothered by this little harness handle because it does add some weight to their back. It's very lightweight. It's just some plastic tubing. But, it's something that teaches them about having a cape or a harness or a vest on. So again, like I did last time, I'm going to do a little bobbin handling to give her a nice little massage. She's gotten way more comfortable with having her body handled. You can see she readily laid on her back for me. She got a little belly rub, showing off her little teeth for everyone. So it's important that all of our dogs are used to having their body handled from a young age, because they're going to have to get their paws checked, they're going to have to get their ears checked, their mouth. So it's good all of our home socialization volunteers do this at least a couple times a day so the puppy is comfortable and relaxed doing it. So she's ready to go. She's being a little spitfire. So I'm going to go ahead and get her to, oh, now you're comfy? Yeah?
A lot of people get concerned with how young she is for training. Do you want to address that?
Yeah, absolutely. So this isn't really anything stressful. This is all sorts of things that they get used to at a very young age, because this is a period where they're forming their personalities and they're still learning. She's still engaging with other dogs in the house. She's still engaging with puppies, but she's just not doing it during these training sessions. She was weaned from her mom, like I addressed earlier, so her mom actually weaned the puppies when they were about 5 weeks old. So she wasn't nursing them anymore. She wasn't interacting with them anymore. And like I said before, most of our puppies do go in pairs. Smudge isn't with a pair just because she's interacting with my personal dogs right now. My personal dogs are fully vaccinated and they're healthy. And while she's in my home, my dogs aren't going out in public. They are just in my yard, which is, safe and fully enclosed. So animals can't really come in. So we want to make sure that we're giving them the best starting success. We really want our dogs to be comfortable engaging with humans. They're not going to be living with dogs for the rest of their life. They're going to be living with their partner. So it's really, really important that we have a dog that wants to learn and engage with a human instead of learning and engaging with other dogs. She is learning things like bite inhibition, like if she nips me too hard, I will make a little squeaking noise. She's learned not to pull on tails with my dog. She learned that the hard way. One of them did correct her and, barked at her, and she learned that she had to be polite. But it is, it's perfectly safe. Our veterinarians approve it, and we are following the standards and the rules for New York State for having our puppies away from their moms, and she's in a safe environment. Yeah.
Awesome.
And you're absolutely loving life.
All right. Well, thanks to everyone for watching, and thanks to America's Vet Dogs and the Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind. And do you have a website to check out if you want more information?
Absolutely. So you can learn more information about either becoming a volunteer or donating or being a puppy raiser for a puppy like Smudge at guidedog.org or vetdogs.org. And we always need volunteers. And if you want more information about puppy raising or volunteering in any capacity, you are more than welcome to check us out there. We are a nonprofit, so we are funded by the donations of people and their generosity. And so it's really important that we get our name out, and so we can help people, we can help veterans, and we can help people that are blind or visually impaired with providing a service dog or a guide dog for them.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and thanks to you guys for doing the work that you do.
And Smudge, will see you next week.
See you later, Smudge.